Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to UFC 98. Before we go any further, I just want to give a big thank you to all the subscribers, all the viewers, anyone that just comments, whether you love or hate it. I appreciate the feedback, appreciate your time, and that's real. Right there. Now, UFC 98 right here. This is going to feature the main card debut of Xavier Football Pakam, and I'm also going to get my first glimpse of Dan Miller. I think he's been around, but I haven't really noticed him before. I'll probably have to check some of his fights. Get to see what the fuss is about with both of these guys. But the main reason we're here, for the first time ever, two undefeated fighters are taking on each other for the light heavyweight title. I think it's the first time there's ever been a title fight involving two undefeated fighters in the UFC. Both are very talented guys. Both are very intelligent, very tactical. They come from great camps, have great training partners, and they've both utilized all those advantages to have perfect professional records. Well, Rashad's not exactly perfect because of the draw, but unblemished by the taste of defeat. However, that's going to come to an end. Someone's O has got to go. And whose will it be? Everyone, if you talk to just about anyone on the internet or anybody about MMA, it seems like most people are basically, they're past this fight and they're 5 years down the road where Lyoto Machida has yet to lose a round. He is been the undefeated champion who's ruled over MMA forever. Want to slow down, people? Here we are, 2009. Lyoto Machida is a great fighter, and he just may win this fight. However, I'm of the minority that does not view this man as super invincible. I think he's an excellent fighter. I think he's a great fighter, possibly the best in the division, and I think even one of the top in the world, basically. This guy just combines, I think a base of Shotokan karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, even sumo. He's somehow mixed this into like an unstoppable formula that no one's been able to figure out. He's just left opponents baffled. No one's been able to touch him. Like I said, he's never even lost a round, according to most people. I haven't seen every fight, but this guy's just been has been a dominating force. Hasn't been the most exciting, but it's very interesting to see it's very interesting to see this guy work. He's like an artist. I appreciate his performances. However, I'm not going to want to sit down there. You don't exactly want to sit there and watch an artist go through the whole thing. Unless it's Bob Ross. Very loose. Just let it go. But in any case, he's taking on Rashad Evans. Now, Rashad Evans, he has the undefeated record. He has the title, but the dude just cannot get any respect. Unlike Machida, who's basically held as a fighting god to a lot of people. Rashad Evans, from the moment he stepped onto the Ultimate Fighter, this guy's been he's been an underdog just about every time I've seen him. I think he's like, of course, he's been a favorite for some fights, but this guy just has not gotten the respect he deserves. You can talk about his opponents all you want. You can talk about Machida's opponents all you want, but both these guys deserve a lot of respect because no matter who you're facing, no matter how many times or whatever level it is, if you can step out there and never fail, then you're doing something, especially in a sport like MMA where one mistake is basically the end of the fight. Now, Rashad Evans, this guy's just like I said, even though people like to count him out because Machida's just so hard to figure out, if I believe in my heart, if anyone can figure out Machida, it's Rashad Evans. And I think he'll make this more than a fight. I think he'll make this more than a fight than a lot of people believe. I think he has a very good possibility of even defeating Machida because, like I said, he is an intelligent fighter. He has intelligent people around him. Like I said, both of these guys have great camps. Now, especially when you throw in the fact this is not a 3-round fight, it's 5 rounds, I don't see any reason why Rashad Evans cannot figure out the Machida triangle in less than 25 minutes. Not saying that he will. You never know. You never know what'll happen. However, I think Rashad has all the time in the world, all the ability in the world, and all the intelligence in the world. Not only intelligence, He has the intelligence, the strategy, and the talent to beat Machida. We'll just have to see how it comes out. It's hard to pick a winner in this. I'll probably just pick the road less traveled and just pick Rashad, just because I have a good feeling about this. I go with my feelings. I'm not knowing much from my insight, but I got to go with Rashad Evans. No, then again, it's tough because if Rashad Evans wins, I think he'll have to finish it because I don't think he can take. I don't know if he can take 3 out of 5 from Machida as far as rounds go. He's gonna have to do something real dramatic to win this fight. Machida has more chances, but I'll pick that one for Rashad or something. Just somehow he'll pull this off, and hopefully I can see some black on black crime after that. But anyway, enough of my selfishness and bias. I'm not biased, people, by the way. A lot of people call me biased because of the Anderson Silva thing, and I'll just let you know, I'm only biased for one person. That's Rampage. So if you see him in a fight, you basically know I'm going to pick most of the time. But anyway, going down the card, we have finally the epic showdown, the semi-epic showdown, though, whatever. The ultimate grudge match. Serra versus Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes, of course, the long-time welterweight champion, held as the greatest welterweight champion of all time before his place being taken by George St. Pierre. Yeah, he's better than him. And we got Matt Serra, the only man to just beat the crap out of GSP before getting the crap beat out of him himself. I know I'm saying GSP a lot, but that's what this basically boils down to. This fight was for was originally supposed to be at UFC 79 for the welterweight title. Supposed to be Matt Serra's first defense before he pulled out with injury. And I think without the title, this basically kind of loses its luster on me. I mean, come on, who's better, Matt Hughes or Matt Serra? George St. Pierre. That's the answer. I'm not sure how entertaining a fight this would be. I think this is Matt Hughes is a great wrestler, has great submissions, and let's see. Matt Serra has heavy hands. He is a well-respected Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I don't see Matt Hughes pounding him out. I don't see Matt Serra submitting him or being submitted. So this has and they're both ground fighters, even though Matt Serra has a knockout victory and real heavy hands. I see this probably going to the ground and probably being a decision win for Matt Hughes. I think I see him probably just laying on him for like 15 minutes. Of course, we also have what's bound to be a nice slugfest or something with let me see, Drew McFedries. The dude just has firepower. Doesn't have much on the ground, but the dude has heavy hands and he knocks fools out if you mess up. He's taking on Professor X, Xavier Fupapokam, if I got that right. If I didn't, I am sorry. This will be my first opportunity to see Professor X in action. I love his nickname, because I'm a big dork, especially when it comes to comic books. But, so I'm not going to pick a winner in probably any of these, but I just can't wait to see what the fuss is about. Same thing with Dan Miller. Sean Sherk versus Frankie Edgar. That's going to be a pretty, high-paced fight. Nice wrestling match, probably, with some good striking. And, pretty decent undercard, even though this whole card's been ravaged by injuries. But altogether, it should be a good time should be had by all, just like all MMA. MMA equals good times for all. I love it. It's important, just like my boy Carson says. And plus, we're going to see a historic showdown between two great, awesome fighters, who are undefeated for, light heavyweight supremacy. I can't wait for it. I'll probably be back with some more stuff later, but this will basically turn into video. Finally got it done. I'll see y'all later, alright?